So today we're going to do a tutorial on how to sign Victorious by Panic at the Disco. Now, let me preface this by saying this is not exact ASL, but it's not really PSE either. ASL is American Sign Language, which is in and of itself its own language. It has its own grammar structure. It's a full 100% independent language. PSE is kind of 50-50. So it's more structured like English, but not as bad as signed exact English. So basically, I'm somewhere in the middle with this one because ASL is so visual that it's really difficult to translate songs into ASL if you don't have tons of experience. And I do have a lot of experience, but I'm not quite there yet. I'm currently studying to be an interpreter, which is really exciting. Anyways, so this is not quite ASL, but it's not PSE either. And you'll see why, because it definitely has sentence structure that is more linked with ASL. Also, if you're wondering why my lights are off, my walls are almost totally white. And with ASL, it's important that you can see my hands. And because I'm the color of paper, I have the lights off. I'm wearing dark clothing, which is very common with interpreters. They will wear dark clothing if they are light-skinned so that you can see their hands. So that's what I'm doing. And yeah, so let's get started. Okay, so let me preface this by saying it is better if you have some sign language experience. This will be a little bit easier for you, but as we go along, I am going to explain the individual signs and what they mean so that you can kind of grasp it a little bit better. And with that, let's start. So the opening line, so this is the sign for now or today. So tonight, this is the sign for night. So tonight, we. So this is the sign for me, and this is like multiple. So we are. There's no sign for R in ASL, like ARE, not the letter R. There's obviously the letter R. It's not necessary with the way that the grammar structure is set up in ASL, so it's just kind of omitted. In PSE, it's mostly the same too. There is a sign for R in signed exact English, which we're just not going to talk about. Yes. Okay. So tonight we are victorious. So this is the sign for champion. You can also do it this way, but that also means mushroom, so we avoid that. Or I do. So victorious. Now, champagne pouring over us. I don't feel like fingerspelling champagne. So, alcohol. So, it's like Longhorns. I don't know if any of y'all live in Texas. Longhorns. Alcohol. Pouring over us. You could do it this way, but that doesn't exactly look very nice. And this is kind of the universal. It's like if you're drinking alcohol, if you're pouring alcohol. So, pouring over us. So again, tonight we victorious. Alcohol pouring over us. And kind of give it a flourish, you know what I'm saying? Pouring over us. All. So there are a couple ways to do this part. I prefer this. It's kind of like everything, but it's more inclusive. Like literally, the sign for everything, this is the sign for all. So all or all, you can fingerspell it, all or all. So a couple different ways you can choose from. They're all correct. So all, which is like all of us, like because you're imagining in your brain that they're all standing with you, like they're in a circle, which is kind of just how ASL is structured. Like if you're talking about multiple people and they're not in the room, you're picturing them just sitting in a circle around you. Not sure why. So all. My. So this is me. This is my. Friends are glorious. So this is like great. Friends, yeah, that one's pretty well known. So it's glorious, which is like great. And then tonight and this one's a personal preference. For the last victorious. So all my friends are glorious. Tonight I prefer to fingerspell the last victorious because it's more dramatic. You can obviously do the champion again, but victorious. And there are definitely ways to cheat because it's fast. It's a fast song. And I definitely cheat the fingerspelling. So, victorious. You just cheat. And if you do English is hard. If you do pursue, learning ASL, you'll realize very quickly you don't do that. Like, you don't need to. People lazy fingerspell all the time. So, victorious. So, from the beginning. Tonight, we are victorious. Champagne pouring over us. All my friends are glorious. Tonight, we are victorious. And then, da 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 da, victorious, da 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 da. So for the part where he's like, that, there are two ways you can do it. Well, there's kind of a third way, and I'll explain that in a minute. So there are two main hand shapes that are used to describe amazement and screaming. There's this one, not like drinking, but like wow. And then there's just kind of the general claw. Wow. Now, personally, because he starts off with, the held note and then it turns into like a more intense, like, almost a scream, I start with this hand shape, and as he gets more intense, I turn it into a claw so that I can tense my fingers, so it's really dramatic. Okay, so the next bit, double. So this is like once, twice, thrice, quadrat, 4 times. So double. For bubble, some people do like the bubble. I don't like that, so I do boil. So double, bubble, disco. This is just dancing. So disco, queen. It's a Q, and it's like a sash. Queen. So double, bubble, disco, queen, going to. This is, and I'm giving it flourishes because it's a song. Going to. Head cut, kill, machine. I like that way of explaining it for a couple of reasons. One, it's very descriptive, because if you just do that, who knows what you're talking about. But kill, or head cut, kill, machine, you know what they're talking about. Also, double bubble, disco queen, go to head cut, kill, machine. It rhymes in my head, and I like that. So, twice, boil, dancing, queen, go to head cut. And you can do it this way, you can do it this way, doesn't matter. Head cut, kill, machine. Skin feels cold, like I don't feel like fingerspelling Steve McQueen, so I do SMQ. Going from S to M is really awkward SMQ, SMQ. This is permit. You can do allow. Permit me become. So you remember how I said there's no sign for are? Really, that's all the forms of to be. So is, was, be, yada, yada, yada. So permit me become your Killer King. It's harder to explain because you don't want to say murderer king, because that's not quite what he's trying to say. So, permit me become your, I do kill king. So, the way that that's kind of coming across is the king himself is killing people. It's pretty cool. Like, and not just literal killing, but like, wow, you know what I'm saying? Okay. So, permit me become your kill. And king is the same thing as queen, but with a K. King. It hurts. So, hurts until it stops. We will love. So, like two people loving each other, not two people separately loving things. Love until it's not. And then on a killing spree in white. Kill, dressed in white. And then I do this. So, kill, dressed in white. And that's for the, like, the, ah. So, like, it's hard to explain. So on a killing spree, why would you fingerspell that? It's dumb. So what do you do on a killing spree? You kill a bunch of times. So kill. This is the sign for kill. I don't know if I explained that earlier. So kill, dressed in white. And then that's like, this is the costume. This isn't technically a sign. It's more of, I don't want to get into classifiers, but that's what it is. It's more of a description of what's going on. So, dressed in white. So this is him dressing up in white. That's what it's describing. This is him. This is his costume that's going on. So, on a killing spree in white, eyes. So, okay. Eyes like broken Christmas lights. Eyes. And then the sign for look like is literally the laziest thing ever. So if you were to do it with two separate signs, it would be look like, and it became, that's the sign for look like now. Starts at the nose, look like. So eyes look like broken Christmas lights. Middle finger lights. So eyes look like broken Christmas lights.
Double disco queen, heading to the guillotine. Skin at school is Steve McQueen. Let me be your killer king. It hurts until it stops. We will love until it's not. On the killing spree in white. Eyes like broken Christmas lights.
All right, next bit. My touch. So again, my middle finger touch itself. My touch itself. Because you don't want to say my touch black. That doesn't make sense. So my touch itself. Now you've established that what you're talking about is the touch. My touch itself is black because there's no is. So itself. Black made from poison. Because black poison What is that? Nothing. So, my touch itself, black made from poison, feels nothing like my punch. And this is drunk. So, this was drinking, and this is like it's going into your heart. Like it's in your body already. You're screwed. So, that's how I remember it. So, drunk, kiss. Drunk, kiss, I know you need it. Can you feel it? Drink, and because it's not an alcoholic drink, it's not this. It's drink the water, drink the wine. And I'm not doing it this way, like drink water, drink wine. Wine is fancy, it's barely even alcohol. It's just... So, my touch itself is black and made from poison. Feels nothing like my punch. Drunk, kiss, I know you need it. Can you feel it? Drink the water, drink the wine. And that's really hard because it's so fast. But I promise, do it over and over and over and over and over, and you will get it.
Like my touch is black and poisonous, and nothing like my punch. Drunk, kiss, I know you need it. Do you feel it? Drink the water, drink the wine.
All right, next part. O. You do it this way too. O, we gotta turn up. So this is like, you know when you turn up the stereo? So turn up high, the crazy. So turn up high, the crazy. Okay, this was hard. Okay, this was hard to figure out because the term washed up, what are you gonna say? A clean celebrity? No. You have to describe what it means. So I have to jam pack a lot of words into washed up celebrity. So what I say is living like a past celebrity who is now not important. A lot of words. So, living like a past celebrity who's now not important. Not quite as catchy, but it makes sense in ASL. So, oh, we gotta turn up the crazy. I'm gonna stop singing. Living like a past celebrity who's now not important. Alright, shooting fireworks. So, shooting fireworks. I told you I was gonna stop singing, apparently I lied. So, shooting fireworks like it's the 4th of July. So, July is what's called lexicalized, meaning you don't say July. You move it. July. So, shooting fireworks like it's the 4th of July until we feel alright. Until we feel, that's a middle finger, feel alright. So I'm like a scarf trick. So trick. It's different from itself and punch. It's trick. So I'm like a scarf trick. It's all, again, that can be all up the sleeve. A taste. And make sure that's on your lip, because if it's on your chin, it means favorite. So, taste like magic. So, magic. waves that swallow quick and deep. I like being real dramatic with it. So what I do is water, waves, swallow and look surprised, swallow quick and deep. So waves that swallow quick and deep. And after that is where more ASL syntax and grammar structure comes in. Because you're not going to say, throw the bait, catch the shark. You're going to say, bait, I throw, shark, I catch. So, also you have to be careful, because if you just do it like that, if it's small, it means recently. And if you do it, like, again, if you do it not enough, it means addicted. So, it has to be real dramatic. You got to jerk the head. Because you don't want to be addicted to a shark. So, bait, I throw. You can also do like that if you want to make it look like a fishing pole. Shark, I love the sign for shark. Dominant hand, non-dominant hand, shark. So, bait, I throw, shark, I catch. Bleed the water red is really, really freaking hard to describe. So I say water becomes red. Why? Blood. Fitting that into that amount of beats is hard. So I cheat. I take up empty space. So bait I throw, shark I catch. Water becomes red. Why? Blood. 50, like I take up the empty space that's just music between Bleed the Water Red and 50 Words for Murder. So, bait, I throw, shark, I catch. Water becomes red. Why? Blood. So, blood. And this is just like, it's everywhere. Blood. 50, so it's 5050. Literally, that's how it's done. 50 words mean, so this is meaning, and then you fingerspell murder. You can say kill, it's not as fancy, but if you can't get murder fast enough, just say kill. So, 50 words meaning murder. Each, because you're, and I'm every one of them. No. So, each, all same as me. So, I do it this way because it's more dramatic. You can say same as me, but it's not as fun. So, 50 words meaning murder. Each, all same as me.
I'm like a scarf trick, it's all up the sleeve. I taste like magic, waves that swallow quick and deep. Throw the bait, catch the shark, bleed the water red. 50 words for murder, and I'm every one of them. My touch is black and poisonous.
And really, that's pretty much it. Yeah, everything else is just a repeat of earlier bits. So, ta-da! That's how you do it. And I will be uploading more of these, and I am really excited about doing this. This one was better if you do know a little bit of sign language, but I am going to upload a couple of these that are great for people who know nothing, which is awesome because it's awesome to learn. Learning through music is always so much fun. And I have a challenge for anybody watching this. If you learn and you get this song down, I implore you, for the last bit, the last time he says victorious, try your darndest to fingerspell it. It's so much fun, and it's so satisfying. Victorious. I did it. Like, it's a great feeling, and I really encourage that. So, There you go. Happy sliding.